Today I'm going to take you through a HYROX running track training session. The session I'm going to take you through you can look to repeat as part of your HYROX running training. Now I began with a 1 kilometer steady slow pace warm-up. From here I went into a series of dynamic stretches and plyometric movements to really loosen up the body for the core sections of this workout. From there we went into 4 800-meter threshold pace runs. Between each of these, I gave myself a 60-second rest to recover. From there, we then halved the distance, completing 3 sets of 400 meters, again between a 30 to 60-second break between those. And then we finished off the session with 2 fast-paced 200 meters.
So delving into the pacing and the analytics of each of the components of this workout, starting with that 1 kilometer warm-up, the pacing for this at a 5-minute 35. This is reasonably slow for me and significantly off the pace I'll be looking to hit in a HYROX race. But given it's the warm-up and I'm really looking to get those muscles firing, really wanted to take it steady. And then heading into the dynamic stretches and plyometrics. So I'm going to give you a few seconds of each of the stretches, but you ideally want to be looking to hold these for between 30 to 45 seconds. Started off with some simple strides, then went into a down dog hamstring stretch. From there into the lizard, which is predominantly a hip flexor and hip opener movement. From there, spent a little bit of time in a seated deep squat, and then onto a figure 4 glute and IT band stretch. Then back up onto the feet for a few high knees, and then on the spot doing forward and backwards bunny jumps. And then from here doing some kickbacks, so it can be quite helpful to place the hands on the back of your glute, and then some single leg hops on the spot into some single leg forward hops. Looking at the first 800 meters, we can see that the average pace at a 3:52, now that's a few seconds off my target HYROX race time of just over or just under 4 minutes. If we look down at the breakdown of that time, we can see that the first 400 meters was significantly faster than the second. If we then look at some of the key metric comparisons with the warm-up, cadence was up from 159 to 173, ground contact time down from 236 to 214. Into the second of the 800 meter runs. Now pretty pleased with the consistent cadence here, which is identical to the previous 800 meters. Ground contact time is down even further from 214 to 207, and vertical oscillation from 9.3 to 9.2. A few seconds slower overall on those 400 splits and an average pace of 3:56. Into the third of the 800 runs, and again only a few seconds off in terms of total time, total pacing of splits. Now I've not done a track session for a long time, so was expecting to see some significant drop off of the pacing really early on, so was pleased to see even on this third split that I'm only a few seconds off some of those initial times for the first 2 800 splits. Now onto the last of the 800 meter runs. So we've dropped off from that first 800 meters, which had an average pace of a 3:52, and we're now up to a 4:16. In the first of the 400s, I'm able to knock a few seconds off that average pace. The pace of that 400 was at a 3:57. Now onto the second of the 400 splits. We've dipped all the way from 3:57 pace on that first 400 in the second to 4:17. We're starting to see that vertical oscillation creep up as well. So really important for me to be considering how I'm, where am I pushing the energy? If I'm pushing it up vertically, or am I pushing it forward? And how through the technique that I'm adopting, I can adjust that and make sure that I'm pushing myself in the right direction. Into the last of the 400 meter sets, and we're seeing another drop in the pace, down from a 4:17 to 4:29. Ground contact time is up from 228 to 233. We're starting to feel some of that fatigue in the legs. And cadence is actually up to 174 from a 171 on the previous 400.
If you found this format of video helpful as part of your HYROX training, do let us know and we'll look to bring you more of these in the future. If you're looking for more follow along HYROX training workout videos, then do check out the series of videos here. These videos are ideal for if you're training at home, in a hotel, or just in an environment where you've got access to limited equipment. We have full in-depth tutorials for all the stations involved in the HYROX workout, and these are available here. Wish you well in your HYROX training. See you in the next video.